Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Orlando Magic tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers win over the Magic tonight, I apologize for in advance. I went on the community chat and on Facebook expressing my apologies for not making a video last time when the Lakers were facing the Indiana Pacers. And as you can tell by the sound of my voice, I am still dealing with some throat sickness, but hopefully I will get better pretty soon, and I will start getting back my voice back and have the ability to make videos more than ever moving forward. And I really appreciate the love and support you guys been giving me all across social media and the get well messages. I mean, you guys are just an amazing audience when it comes down to it. I mean, it really shows that you guys truly care about my thoughts and opinions, and it's just I really do appreciate the love, support, and hopefully moving forward I will get better pretty soon. But I think I can manage to make this video when it comes all said and done. And my apologies for advance for the sound of my voice, but I just have to express my opinions and my thoughts about the Lakers, no matter how difficult it is for me to make this video. But without a doubt, I am dedicated to all of you, and yeah, so without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it with the Lakers win over the Orlando Magic. Guys, there was a lot of news broke out when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers as of late. As we all, mentioned a couple of days ago, when it comes down to Frank Vogel benching Russell Westbrook. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions and a lot of opinions when it comes to this particular move. Obviously, Frank Vogel got the green light to basically bench Russell Westbrook, and when it comes down to it, it needed to happen because in the fourth quarter, Russell Westbrook, in that particular game against the Indiana Pacers, he wasn't himself, and he deserved to get benched in that particular moment because he really completely was out of place, and he really did not seem like himself when it came down to the fourth quarter. And even though throughout the game in the first half, when he was shooting pretty well out there in that particular game, he still managed to give us a solid performance. But overall, when it comes down to it, you need to complete your performance when it comes all said and done. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case, and the Lakers lost that particular game against the Indiana Pacers. But this time around, the Lakers got a W against the Orlando Magic with all said and done, and it was just a great win for the Lakers to get. As it stands now, the Lakers are now 23 wins and 23 losses. Sure, this is not the exact type of record we expected from the Lakers, but this is what we get. When it comes to having a lot of egos on this Lakers team, when it comes to Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and the rest of the crew, and we can make the argument that the Lakers are an old team, but I still believe with my whole heart that the Lakers have the capability of winning games with this team, especially easy winnable ones like the Pacers game and this one in particular. So this was a must win for the Lakers when it comes all said and done. And when it comes all said and done, the Lakers needed this win, and they're going on this road trip when it comes to facing some top teams in the NBA, and one of them is on that list is the Brooklyn Nets. So the Lakers need to show up and show that they are capable of winning games when it comes all said and done, and especially when it comes to facing some high profile type of teams moving forward. So just have to put that out there when it comes all said and done. Now, when you look at the stat line, obviously LeBron continuing to show his dominance as a Los Angeles Laker and, carrying this team on his back, having 29 points. He did had 6 turnovers. So when it comes all said and done, the turnovers were kind of a big issue for the Lakers in the first half, and that all had to do with LeBron, but he still managed to give us 29 points out there tonight. So great job out there for LeBron James. And then, when it comes all said and done, I mean, Russell Westbrook, he managed to give us a solid performance out there tonight. I believe he went 18 points out there tonight, and he played for like 35 minutes. So you can kind of tell that he's been hearing the criticisms and we saw that quote that he put out there when it comes to that disrespect that he I guess received from Frank Vogel and the management. But this is what happens when you don't live up to expectations, and when you play a poor performance, you're going to get benched. And that's the whole nature of the NBA. No matter how many MVPs or how many triple doubles you put up, I mean, Russell Westbrook needs to know that these type of mistakes and these type of performances is not going to be tolerated anymore. And I believe I speak for most Laker fans when it comes to this. I mean, we are tired of it. And, with the whole rumors out there regarding, the Houston Rockets want to make a trade with the Los Angeles Lakers for Russell Westbrook in exchange for John Wall. I have to say, guys, when it comes to that particular deal, I personally don't really like this move, to be honest with you. I don't really like it because, the Houston Rockets were asking not just for Russell Westbrook, but also a future first-round pick. Now, that's kind of a risk when it comes to the Lakers giving up a future pick for John Wall, who has been injured prone throughout his career. And when it comes down to it, we're not even sure if he's the same old John Wall that he is. I mean, there's some instance that he could be a good fit on the Lakers when it comes to him not getting that number one option priority. He's a guy who can obviously accept his role no matter where he's at. He could be the third option, or he could be a guy who could come off the bench. I mean, I really believe that he's kind of accepted the role that he's in, and all he wants to do is wants to play basketball. And that's kind of the similarity of what Carmelo Anthony is, when it comes down to his stage of his career. And when you look at what he put up out there tonight, I mean, 23 points and giving us 4 or 5 or 4 or 7 from the three. I mean, he was sensational for the bench out there tonight. And I know it was against the Orlando Magic, but at the same time, we cannot expect anything new from the Lakers when it comes to facing certain teams in the NBA, because we saw a couple of times that the Lakers lose against low level type of teams like the OKC Thunder, the Kings, and etc. So even the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, those are the type of teams that the Lakers should be winning against. And obviously, when it comes to the Indiana Pacers game, it was supposed to be a winnable game, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And maybe that's why Carmelo Anthony had a great night, because we were facing also one of the worst teams in the NBA and in the Eastern Conference. So we just had to put that out there as that notion. But yeah, guys, when it comes down to that particular rumor, I went on a tangent there, but obviously when it comes all said and done, I don't want to read too much into that particular trade, because the Houston Rockets are basically asking for too much when it comes to a certain trade with similar contracts to get Russell Westbrook off our hands. But if I had to pick, I would rather have Russell Westbrook on my team over John Wall, because we're not even sure if the guy can stay healthy for you. And, you never know. I mean, maybe he's not the same old John Wall that can average 20 points a game and stuff like that. And plus, he's not even a good 3-point shooter. So that's another thing, the downside of getting somebody like John Wall on the team. So the Lakers have to look at all of their options, and hopefully, if Russell Westbrook just can participate and give us a great performance and lower down his turnovers, then I really believe the Lakers can really, really learn or go out there and win games moving forward. So, just had to put that out there when it comes to the rumors as of late surrounding Russell Westbrook and the recent bench and the trade rumors that was spewing out for this past hour. Really, I mean, the last time I checked was in the afternoon when I saw this particular rumor. So just had to put that out there. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers out there tonight, guys, I mean, some of the Lakers stepped up in their own right on the defensive side, but the main objective and the main course of action where the Lakers really lit it on fire was the second half, especially in the third quarter, where they were just scoring and playing defense, and it was just sensational on their part. And we had to really commend on the greatness of LeBron and some help from Melo Anthony off the bench, who, as I mentioned, gave us 23 points, and I believe he went 4 of 5, 4 of 7 from the three. So it was just a sensational performance from Melo Anthony when it comes all said and done. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers out there, I mean, just the overwhelmingly great performance of Melo Anthony. There was basically not.
Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? I just forgot to mention the great performances of Stanley Johnson and Malik Monk, who obviously, even though Melo Anthony showed a lot of greatness out there, we had to commend on the great performance of Stanley Johnson, who had 11 points with 3 of 4 from the three, and Malik Monk giving us 10 points. So we had to commend on their performances, and also Avery Bradley, who had a great performance, had 9 points out there and went 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. So just had to put that out there. So
into the starting lineup.
Thank you all for watching.
It really works wonders for the Lakers when it comes all said and done. And hopefully, guys, the Lakers will start to win games moving forward, because this is kind of like a long shot, but it's just one of those type of moments where the Lakers win one and then they lose one, and then they win one and they lose one. It's kind of like a back and forth type of situation with the Lakers. But hopefully the Lakers with this win can turn things around. We can only just hope, guys, because this is the Lakers state when it comes down to it. And all we can ever say about the Lakers is that they will turn things around and hopefully start winning games moving forward. Other than that, either a trade will happen or maybe a coaching change. You never know, guys, because as I mentioned with the rumors as of late, the Lakers, with that tweet that Magic Johnson put out, like 3 or was it like a week ago, excuse me, him saying that the Lakers need to, enough is enough type of scenario, and Jeannie Buss needs to do something about it. Either two things will happen. Either one, the Lakers will finally, trade someone to improve the team, or they will potentially, fire Frank Vogel. So that's the notion that's on the headlines for the Lakers moving forward. And all we have to do, guys, is just wait and see, because there's a lot of unpredicted type of scenario for the Lakers moving forward. And, guys, we just have to wait and see what would happen to the Lakers moving forward. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers win over the Orlando Magic. Do you think the Lakers needed this win, or do you think that the Lakers played very well out there? So regardless, the Lakers won this game. Regardless, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And guys, please, who do you think really stepped up out there tonight? Was it LeBron James? Was it Carmelo Anthony? Was it Russell Westbrook? Or maybe some players on the defensive side from Dwight Howard or just maybe Avery Bradley. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios where some of the Lakers out there stepped up out there tonight, and I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. And guys, I hope my voice will get better pretty soon, and hopefully I get better pretty soon, because I really love making these type of videos for you guys, and hearing your thoughts and your opinions is so appreciative, and hopefully I get better pretty soon. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.